Today's discussion is about the role of AI and non-deployment dollars in the Broadband Equity Access and Deployment Program.
The goal of the BEAD program is in many ways to enable all Americans on either side of the digital divide to participate in the digital economy. AI should be a central part of that.
We're already seeing massive taxpayer savings. So right now, I think the NTI is projecting about like $21 billion in savings, and it's about half the amount available, which is kind of wild when you think about it. In Louisiana, the old Roost Produce locations costing up to $120,000 per each. That's nearly twice the state's median household income, which is wild to think about. And after the reform, the highest cost location is roughly about $7,000, and the average costs are below $4,000.
Congress got it right the first time when they wrote this law. The ways in which they directed the states to use the funds to close the digital divide were correct. States still have a lot of work to do in terms of making sure that all these other things that support broadband deployment and make sure that people can get connected happen. AI skills are digital skills, right? You can't teach somebody how to use AI if they don't know how to turn on the computer. We need to make sure that as we progress and think about the expansion of AI, which for economic benefit and competition, which is all very good things, that we also think about continuing to provide basic digital skills and AI skills wrapped into basic digital skills training.
I think the federal government would have the weakest hand here, and why states would have the upper hand in any litigation around this is around the legislative text. The text related to BEAD is actually quite formulaic. That doesn't seem particularly discretionary and hasn't been treated as such historically. Preemption will work better if you identify specific sub areas of law that you want to negotiate over. So you talk specifically about deepfakes, you talk specifically about frontier evaluation. I think we'll have a more nuanced discussion and we'll see which areas actually require preemption, which ones don't.
I don't know why I would teach kids how to do dial-up in 2025, much in the same way I wouldn't want to teach them how to do digital literacy and digital skills without understanding AI today. I think that would be anachronistic.
I don't think that means that it's completely out of the question with respect to infrastructure. I just think the devil's in the details. It's a legislative thing from my mind.
We are now reactive, and Congress is now reacting to what is out there and available. There's already been way too many tragedies at the hands of these AI chatbots in terms of how it's destroyed some youth's lives. And so because that's already happened, we are behind. While I'm sure it would be great to have Congress should weigh in and have a national framework, there are a ton of different areas that AI is super amorphous. States are stepping up and are working to protect their communities, and they shouldn't be prevented from doing that if Congress can't come up with a framework.